Get my chill on, just chilling out on the couch, looking at my setup, looking at where I'm going to put my computer. Mom's got to bring that over to me here pretty soon. I'll stick it right there in that section and then have my double monitors. I can run that, then I can take this shit and then like run it through that and create graphics coming out the other side, and then I can sell the graphics. Thinking about going to a car show and telling them, hey, you got your window up on the front of your car or on the back, and I can take your Instagram tag and I can print it out and run a strip along the top, and I'll do it for like $30. So that's the plan to make some money, because I'm currently doing plasma donations and I don't want to keep living like that. I need to make something, need to do something better for myself. Deserve it. And then I can, clean up this area a little bit more. It's fucking weird how it looks in here, dude. It's like the green and the black. It actually kind of looks alright. I like it. It's not too bad. It's kind of like a alien type setup. Whatever. I don't know. I gotta go to court. In the court case, I gotta explain to the judge why I got trespassed from the airport and why I got trespassed a day later from a hotel. And so what happened was I took this bus and I parked it downtown Portland. And like the first 30 minutes I was in Portland, I decided to go get some beer. Got a 30 rack, threw it in my fridge. And I was just chilling out by the bus, saying what's up to people. And a dude walks by named Frank, and he reminds me of like he sounds just like Dave Chappelle. He's a black dude, really cool guy. And so we hit it off. I gave him a beer. He gave me some clear, and we were doing lines in the bus. And I thought it was clear, but I think it was something else, because after about like 2 hours, he fucking crashed out on me. He was sleeping like right there on a futon. And so I was like, let him sleep there for a little bit. And it was cold out, bro. It's like, you need a rest, whatever. I'm a good guy, so I was like, there, you can chill. The beer got to him. And the next thing you know, I wake him up, and me and him are getting in a fight because I wanted to get on my bus, because I was going to go to the club and go have some fun, go dancing or something. And he wanted to stay in there and sleep, and I didn't know him that well, so I didn't want him to the fuck out. But it turned into a fist fight, and I was tripping balls at that time, so I don't know if it was my fault the fight started or his fault, like what was said and what went down. All I know is I didn't do too well in the fight. It's like, it is what it is. So my phone, my bus is locked, and I'm outside my bus, and it's like 20 degrees outside. And so I see a cop car, and I flagged the cop car, and the cop car didn't see me, or he just probably thought I was just some tweak, because there's a lot of crazy fuckers out there in downtown Portland. And so then I fucking start walking, like I'm looking for somebody with a phone, and as I was walking, I go through a time portal, and I'm like talking, like, if you ever played Assassin's Creed, where you see like, you enter the world and it gets really vivid and white, that's what happened. It just got super white, and then it went back to the normal color, and then all of a sudden I went from like the old buildings in Portland to like this brand new like skyscrapers, like futuristic type style, and nobody was around, but like nobody was around because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning at this point, and I was freezing. So I hop on the Amtram, which is like a train system they got in Portland. They really promote that because they don't want so many people driving. They want more people riding the train for like environmental issues and stuff. So I hop on that thing, and then 30 minutes later it stops, and I got to get out. And well, right there was the airport, so I was like, oh hell yeah, there might be somebody with a phone in there. So I walk in there, and right in front of my eyes I see this phone on a pillar. It was like one of those metal phones, and I pick it up, I dial 911, and it goes straight to the airport operator. I'm like, I need the cops here ASAP, get the cops over here, I need help. At this point, because I went to the time portal, I thought my world was hacked, and things going on with my phone actually being hacked with the time portal, and then with Frank in my bus. I totally forgot about Frank at this point, and I forgot about my bus. But anyway, the cops got there. And I guess a really fast way to get banned from the Portland airport is telling the cops that I don't want to talk to them, but I want to talk to the FBI. And And then they tried to be cool about it. They're like, because they probably deal with this stuff a lot in Portland, and they're like, all right, go out down the tunnel and exit. But I didn't really come in the tunnel. I came into the Amtram, so I was like, all right, but I didn't come in through the tunnel. So now I think the cops are in on my world being hacked. Now I think they're fake cops, and so I ended up getting put in the back of the cop car, and then I went to jail, and I went to the drunk tank for a while, and then I got booked out, and then this time it was like the next day at night, and I was still fucking out of it, tired, because there was no way to sleep. The light was on the whole time. It's boohoo, but I mean, it's just the conditions of what my situation had entailed for me. So then I ended up going into a hotel lobby, and I crashed out there, and then next thing you know, I'm getting arrested again by cops, and then I get put into a crazy tank for, not a crazy tank, but like in a cell for a week, probably 5 days, and I stopped eating like my last 2 days, so that, because I was just like, all right, if I'm gonna spend my entire life in this fucking box and not be able to get let out and not be able to like talk to anybody, because they really just treated me like, I was like, I want a phone call, I want to at least call my mom, dude. And it got me to a point where I was crying and stuff, which I don't really cry that often, but I was just the psychosis and stuff going on, and what was, what was entailed, and then my bus is parked in a 30-minute parking spot this entire time, and so they finally let me out, and then I'm like, I gotta figure out where they towed my bus to. It's gonna cost a lot of money. I don't have any money, and my bus is just like, so I ended up going down the street where it was parked, where Frank was, and I go and I look at my window, and I'm like, dude, shit, my fucking bus is there. And I look at the window, there's a bunch of garbage piled up by the front of it, and I go inside, and it's just like, it was a huge fucking mess. Like, dude, Frank trashed the place, but he didn't steal anything, which I thought was cool. So I hop in there, and I'm like, hey, what's up, Frank? And he's like, dude, where you been? It's been like a week. And I'm like, oh fuck. And so the craziest part about it is I was so happy that he had more drugs, and that he didn't steal any of my shit, that I think I let him stay there for another couple days. And then next thing you know, when it was time for him to leave again, it turned into another fight. He said he had squatters' rights because he's been there for a certain amount of time. And this is a school bus on the side of the road. This isn't a fucking residency. So we just got the cops over that time and got him out of there. And yeah, so I got a police report involving Frank getting kicked out, and then that's pretty much the explanation of why I got 2 trespasses in 2 days, and why I can't fly at the Portland International Airport. And so now I get to explain that to the judge come the 30th, which is gonna be all right. You probably make him giggle a little bit, just like a little fucking crazy story. But that's just when I was going through rehab, and I was explaining this to. It's kind of cool because when you go through rehab, it's not like school where you're getting preached to by one teacher and you just sit there in your chair and you listen and you write stuff down. It's like rehab is like the opposite of that. It's where you have a moderator, which is like the counselor or whatever you want to call it, and then they get the whole group to talk, and the group talks, and so it got me really good at public speaking, and it got me thinking about all these fucking stories that I had going on, and a lot of stuff that's been going on in my life has been really freaking crazy. And so yeah, I just want to say thank you to Another Chance Recovery, not Cielo. Cielo Recovery in Portland is garbage, but Another Chance, they really helped me like get my thoughts out into words and stuff, and make me realize that my path, my life that I was going on was really hectic, and the reaction that I was getting from other people in recovery, like besides the laughs and stuff, were kind of like like reactions of concern and a little bit of just concern, I guess. So anyway, that's me. I'm just chilling out tonight. I was waiting for that computer to show up, but we'll see what ends up happening. Anyway, it was good talking to you, and hopefully I can post more videos. The resolution on this phone is kind of low because it's one of those free state phones, and that's another story, bro. That's like, this phone is a free phone from the state of Oregon that isn't registered to me. It's registered to some other probably fentanyl addict or something that traded the phone back into the free phone booth, And then I go to the free phone booth and I talk to the lady behind it, and I'm like, I kind of like let her know. I was like, yeah, I know you guys sell these on the side, so I got this phone that's registered for somebody else, but even though it's, you know, a nice phone and stuff, and it's got free data on it for as long as I want, it's just it's got not the best camera quality. So that's what it is. But I'll keep you posted. I'd love to share some more stories if you guys are interested. But anyway, peace out. It's Pawn0P9 out.